being a Muslim, I know what hijab is for me. It's my pride, it's my identity. They are forced to choose between hijab and education, which is really bad. Being in a secular country, India is a democratic country and a secular country. I still have somewhere hope that they will grant us our justice and our rights.
Hello and welcome to the Quint. Today, the Karnataka High Court announced a historic verdict where it basically upheld the earlier verdict that had banned the entry of hijab wearing women into classrooms. The Karnataka High Court said that hijab is not essential to religious practice in Islam as per its inference, and so the hijab wearing girls will have to give up their hijab effectively in order to enter their classrooms. I'm joined by one of the petitioners who was involved in the very first controversy that took place in Udupi, one of the 6 girls who were targeted because they wore the hijab. Aliya Assadi, thank you so much for joining me, Aliya. What was your immediate reaction on listening to the verdict?
When the verdict came, it was really heartbreaking because we had so much hope and trust in judiciary system that we will get justice and will be given our constitution rights. Quran, which tells that hijab, a girl should cover her hair along with her chest, and when my Quran is saying me to cover it, and it's an obligation. So I think. The order they have given is really baseless.
Till the final moment, did you actually believe that they will quash the earlier order and they will allow you your right to wear the hijab in the classroom?
It's not only me, but all the girls who were suffering, all the girls had hope that they'll be given justice after suffering so much, after being stopped from education. They were just looking for a sunrise, but we can see that no, we are again denied from our both education right and even our religious right.
Alia, personally for you, this has been a long, tumultuous battle. Over 2.5 months, you and the other girls have been at it, struggling, fighting, protesting. You know, was there a time in the middle when, your mental health began to take a toll, where your psyche began to take a toll, where you were like, I cannot do this anymore, I cannot put up this fight anymore?
No, there was no such moment that I think I'm still ready to fight for my rights. I still want to fight for my rights because I think this verdict can be changed because I think we just have to prove that hijab is an essential part of Islam religion. And if it was not essential part, then many thousands of millions of women would not cover themselves. That shows that it is an essential part, and I think I'm not going to give up.
Are you and the other girls, Alia, planning to go to the Supreme Court?
Right now, we are discussing this thing with our lawyers. We have not come to an end. We have not come
A
to
conclusion.
Yeah. So we are still discussing.
A lot of you have had to give up significant portions of your education, classes, attendance, exams, even. So, in that sense, for you and for the other girls, can you just talk to us a little bit about the toll this has taken on your educational rights? At this moment, how much have you lost? How many months of education have you lost?
I can say we have lost around 3 months. Like we have been not going to the class. We are not been allowed inside the classroom. And I can say my science students, they have lost their final practical exam. Without that, they cannot write the theory exam. They're gonna lose their 1 year. We have lost our college life. Our college life is ruined, where people enjoy, where people hang out, where people chill. But we have been struggling here. We have been struggling with our basic rights, and like we have sacrificed many things. India is a democratic country and a secular country. I still have somewhere hope that they will grant us our justice and our rights. Like it's not
and
like.
How do you think Ambedkar would have reacted if he was alive today and watching all of this?
I think he would speak for us because I'm standing for my rights and I want to wear hijab. I want to cover myself. If it was forced by someone to wear hijab, then yeah, he would oppose. But this is my personal, individual and independent opinion to wear hijab and to cover myself. So of course you would have support me, and I think you would have stand with us. When Ambedkar ji was writing the constitution, he told one thing: constitution is the best thing. Like Indian constitution is the best thing, but which ruling party is ruling in that country, it can make it worse also. So I think right now that's happening, and we can see girls are being denied from education just for wearing hijab, which is their religious practice, and which is done from decades.
Some of the women we spoke to, they've been saying that they're almost considering dropping out of college, because they feel like at this point they have no option but to give up their college because they wear the hijab.
I think this is the biggest loss, because for our country, for our state, because they know that will not go without hijab. Our high court also know that girls will not go hijab, and I think on the base, at least on the basis of that, they would give, like they would just give allow us to wear hijab. I think they're not just taking our religious right away, but also our education right. They are making a step back from our education, because for a girl, I think being a Muslim, I know what hijab is for me. It's my pride. It's my identity. I cannot even imagine to take off my hijab and just go anywhere. So I think I can understand what they are feeling. They are forced to choose between hijab and education, which is really bad being in a secular country.